Here's some inside scoop that India Today has found on the Maharashtra coup. Ajit Pawar, who took oath on Sunday. In fact, what we hear is that ceremony itself was advanced. It was done in haste. Initially, that oath was supposed to take place on Monday, that's today. But the oath was advanced after Sharad Pawar, we believe, the senior Pawar, got wind of the plot. Ajit camp had informed Pawar about the push for a BJP tie-up. Sharad Pawar is informed 2 months ago about this. Pawar, senior Pawar, remained unfazed, unmoved, did not react. And then eventually this led to the coup. This is what is believed to have happened. And considering that Sharad Pawar had found out that this was likely to be the turnout in about a few days' time, what oath-taking ceremony was supposed to take place on Monday, it was almost advanced to Sunday, a day prior. I'm going to cut across to Sahil Joshi joining us on the phone line for more on that. Sahil, tell us a little more. 2 months ago, we believe back in May itself, there was almost an attempt of Sharad Pawar pulling out, Ajit Pawar pulling out. We believe Sharad Pawar sat him down and the team that could likely rebel and talk them into staying back. Now, 2 months later, this has finally happened, and we believe the inside scoop is that the oath-taking ceremony of Ajit Pawar as Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra was in fact done much earlier and done in haste because Sharad Pawar had got wind of it. Is that true?
Well, Sharad Pawar could not stop them even earlier. By the 10 of the NCP leaders, including those 9 who have taken oath yesterday, had been to convince Sharad Pawar that how the party should go with the BJP and be part of NDA rather than being with Mahavikas Aghadi and the alliance opposition alliance. So Sharad Pawar was not getting ready. Since last 2 months, they have been trying to convince him for that. When they realized that Sharad Pawar will not get convinced, despite the top 10 NCP leaders were trying to convince him. After that, finally they decided to move on with their decision. Even BJP was getting a little bit restless for the simple reason is basically because the cabinet expansion was pending since last 1 year. More than 20 cabinet berths were vacant, and MLAs from Shiv Sena were trying to build a pressure on the government that they should be inducted as early as possible, because a lot of them could have been made promises that they will be made the ministers in the new government. So they had to come up with kind of reason for that, because they were in talks with the NCP. Praful Patel also had revealed it yesterday that they were in talks with Devendra Fadnavis since last few months about joining hands with the BJP to form the government here. Now, the most important problem in that was that the leader of the legislative party of NCP in Maharashtra Assembly is Jayant Patil, who is also the state president of Maharashtra NCP, and who is very close to Sharad Pawar, who is loyal to Sharad Pawar. He wasn't ready to, he was not buying this idea of going with the BJP. So they had to change him. So finally on Friday, Ajit Pawar tendered his resignation as a leader of leader of opposition to the Speaker of Maharashtra, and at the same time they also submitted a letter of support of majority of the NCP MLAs, informing the Speaker that they are appointing Ajit Pawar as a leader of legislative party in Maharashtra Assembly and removing Jayant Patil from that particular post. And after that, they had decided that on Monday they will be taking the oath. But the Sunday meeting came out in open. Supriya Sule also reached there, so they knew that Sharad Pawar has got a whimp of it. So before the party could act over it, they decided that the oath ceremony should happen, and that's what finally happened yesterday. It was supposed to happen today. The preparations were already on in Raj Bhavan, but then the time was changed and it was decided yesterday. Now the important point will remain is that finally now the Speaker will have to decide whether to go by the majority of the MLAs, because the Supreme Court had made it very clear in the judgment, the constitutional bench, that the whip of the party is decided by the political party. The whip of the legislative party is decided by the political party. So that is what the Speaker will have to first decide after the Supreme Court order. So this is going to get into the tumble. But this is what actually happened behind. After pursuing Sharad Pawar for 2 months, when this finally get to know that Sharad Pawar will not budge. Sharad Pawar is going to continue with the opposition alliance, and that is when Ajit Pawar decided to strike.
All right. Yeah, a quick word, Sahil, on the likes of Praful Patel. Despite Sharad Pawar known to be a close ally of Sharad Pawar, he was present at Ajit Pawar's oath-taking ceremony. This is, of course, also come as a huge surprise, also raising a lot of questions. Like you said, that senior Pawar was certainly in the know, and it appears that Praful Patel, assuming that this was all done with the almost Sharad Pawar being, having knowledge of the entire thing, it's all right for me to go attend Ajit Pawar's oath-taking ceremony. Was it that, what's now the grouse that Sharad Pawar holds against the likes of Praful Patel? More importantly, Chhagan Bhujbal, Dilip Walse, they are known to be loyalists of Sharad Pawar.
Well, Sharad Pawar already knew the position of Dilip Walse Patel, Chhagan Bhujbal and Praful Patel as well. Because these are the leaders who were part of this 10 NCP leaders who were trying to pursue Sharad Pawar, trying to convince him that they should actually ally with the BJP rather than going with the Mahavikas Aghadi. So they were part of it. Since last 2 months it was going in NCP. So Praful Patel, Chhagan Bhujbal or Dilip Walse Patel's position on siding with BJP was clearly known to Sharad Pawar. The only thing which might have shocked Sharad Pawar is basically that despite the differences, because this is not the first time they might have had any differences within the party, but despite differences, will they take such steps? It's something which Pawar was not expecting, especially from Praful Patel or maybe from Dilip Walse Patel. And that is something which must have kind of shocked him. But as you see, since last few days, even in his press conferences, addresses, he is very, very clear that if the MLAs want to go with the BJP, they are free to do it. But the party will not ally with the BJP.